Let's see how to set it up and see the dash copy process in action. So in this setup, I have two media agents, De-Dup node 1 and De-Dup node 2. De-Dup node 1 is the media agent at primary data center and De-Dup node 2 is the media agent at secondary DR site. One Windows client have created a separate backup set for this demo. This directory that we're going to back up has around 31 gigs of regular files and folders. I have a storage policy here called as dash demo. Let's look at the copies of the storage policy. It has two copies, primary and secondary copy. Primary copy represents the primary data center and secondary copy represents the secondary data center. Primary copy is pointing to a GDP at primary site. Secondary copy is pointing to a separate GDP at secondary site. Okay, so what we are going to do here is run a quick backup to this storage policy and then dash copy that backup across to the secondary site. This dash copy will take some time to complete as this is the very first dash copy that is run. So most of the data in the backup needs to be transferred across to the secondary site. After this, we are going to run another full backup for this client and then dash copy this data over to the secondary site. Now you'll notice that this dash copy will complete a lot quicker as all of the data is already, nearly all of the data is already available at the secondary site and doesn't need to be transferred again. So let's run the first full backup. Job is running at this point. Let's wait for a while for it to complete. Let's kick off a dash or aux copy job at this time. Select the second copy we want to copy the job to. Dash copy job is running at this point. As this is a baseline dash copy job, most of the data in this job is net new and has to be copied over to the secondary site. Let's wait for this to complete. At this point, the job is complete. Let's run another full backup job. Job is running at this point. Let's wait for it to complete. Let's dash copy this job across to the DR site. Job is running. Let's wait for it to complete. Let's run a report and check how much time it took for this job to complete, as well as how much data was actually transferred in this job. So as you can see, a significant difference between the two jobs. The first baseline DR copy copied nearly 15 GB of data in 3 minutes 39 seconds. Once this data is available at the DR site, dash copy only copy the changes for the second job, which in this case were around 47 megs, and the job completed in 1 minute 34 seconds.